Hello, my dear and wonderful Trent graduating students. It's strange to be looking at you through a camera, but it is nice to be here at Zosky. My story of getting here today is exactly the story I think you can think of for your wonderful 4 years here. First, there will be crazy things happen probably while this is going on. Second, my furnace at home has broken and I have no heat in my house. I have people working on it. I've got 4 different contractors coming in today. It's about 12 degrees inside. I also have a cold. It's rainy and snowy, but here I am, and I'm here for the same reason you guys are, because I love you, because we are a good gang. I think about you guys as in 4th year now, and back when you were in 1st year, and how little and funny you all looked. And you probably can remember how strange and unusual I looked. I have had comments that in my first class 4 years ago, in Admin 1000, I was wearing wool socks and no shoes. While I can't imagine that would be true, it is not completely out of the pale. Here is a buzz, something's about to happen, you'd better pause. So you see, we've got water coming out the elevator, jugs, grace under pressure. Trent's all about change, flexibility, fun, adaptability, and going with it. You guys are too. I am so happy to know you, and I wish you guys all so well. Our grads always do awesome, you will do awesome, and I hope that your memories of your time here are just great. Take good care and stay in good touch.
I want to say that I've really enjoyed having the chance to get to know a lot of you and to be a little part of your lives and to hear some of your stories and to find out, to learn a bit more about the places you're coming from and the places that you hope to go. You're the only people, you are the only one who knows how hard that you had to work for this. So your marks never tell the whole story of your success. You're the only person that can really gauge that. And I know that, and I think, you know, we all know that. We all know that the marks don't fully measure anything. So my piece of advice, I really don't have the experience or the age to be giving advice, but I thought about it a little bit and I came up with one thing. Wherever you go, whatever you're in, whatever you're connected to, whatever organization it is, whatever you do, find some small thing in there that you care about and make that little thing yours. Okay, find a way to nurture that, to make that little thing grow, and you be the person that takes care of that thing. And that's the way that you find your way into bigger connections and into bigger things. That's my one piece of advice that I figured out. That's all I have to say. Congratulations. It's been my privilege to work with you. Good luck.
I have got the best job in the world. The absolutely best job in the world. I get to get up every day that I want to and come and talk to you. And you're a captive audience, and captive audiences are the most wonderful thing in the world because you have to sit there and be polite. You can say things behind my back, but that's okay. But the reason why it's the most wonderful job in the world is because you're so wonderful. We beat you up, we tell you you're wrong, we tell you you're not on time, we tell you that your work isn't good enough. But those of us who love teaching also love you, and that's kind of a mushy thing to say, but we love you because you're our potential. You're our future. You're the people who are going to go out and do business in the way that we think it needs to be done to make the world a better place for all of us. And I think that's a really wonderful thing that you're taking on, and it's absolutely fabulous to be part of that as you learn how to do that. You fight us. We don't give you textbook answers, and that annoys you. Textbook answers don't get you anywhere. Being annoyed does. Being frustrated does. Looking for answers gets you to be in the place that you need to be. And while you fight us all the time, you also learn, and you're absolutely wonderful. And I know this because in my most recent set of learning statements that I had in 4100, you told me all the good stuff that you were learning. And it's such a treat to be able to read those things and get confirmation that you are becoming the people that we hope you'll become, and you're happy and you're doing it, and you're going to have a wonderful life, and that's what happens next. As I said in class, you're all going to fall down the rabbit hole, and after you go on to your next life, and I have every confidence that you're going to do beautifully. Have a great life.
Approximately 30 years ago, when I was starting out my academic preparation, I was lucky to find a person who not only believed in my abilities and in my potential, but helped me believe in my abilities and my potential. And that's one of the prime reasons as to why I'm here teaching at Trent University, so that I continue that legacy of that individual through class interaction, through out-of-class interaction, maybe influencing people to have a passion towards learning and to believe in themselves so that they can continue on and have a successful career. And so I challenge all of you grads, is that as you move through your careers, perhaps continue on with your academic preparation, is that you invest in other people. That it's not all about you, but that you need to invest in other people. Help someone believe in themselves. I don't think there's a greater thing that we can do in our lives.
Hey, advice
All
to
that.
the graduating class of 2012 as you go out and face the long littleness of life, of 45 years to retirement. My first piece of advice is don't pay any attention to any advice you get. That when I graduated, the advice I got was to choose my job carefully because I would be in it for 40 years. And of course that turned out to be utter nonsense. I've been in dozens of different jobs and 4 different careers, and it turned out to be absolutely false. So whatever advice I give you, don't take it. The reason for this is because advice depends on predictions as to what things are going to be like. The reason the advice I was given was so wrong was that the prediction was wrong. And whatever I predict is probably going to be wrong. But having said that, I will make some predictions. One, that the baby boom is going to retire, and that means that for your generation there are going to be lots of middle class jobs. So don't worry about being middle class. The jobs will be there. I don't know how well off the middle class is going to be, but don't worry about being middle class. Two, that the great petroleum crisis is going to come during your lifetime. Get used to it. So, if you want to drive an SUV, I suggest you do it now while gas is only $1.30 a liter. When it's $10 a liter, you're not going to be able to. So, think about the great petroleum crisis. It's going to come in your lifetime. Other than that, I can't really predict how the economy is going to go. The baby boomers are going to retire. There's going to be an energy crisis. Predictions beyond that, I have no idea. So I wish you the best of luck.
I've been asked to offer some advice and some words to the graduating class. The first thing that I want to offer is that we are going to miss you terribly. This has been an absolutely great year. There's been a lot of wonderful student initiatives that have come out of this year, whether it be in terms of competitions that we're participated in or just the overall spirit in the fourth year classes has been exceptional. It has been discussed amongst my colleagues in terms of the degree of rigor and the degree of debate that has occurred in many classes over issues of the day. So we're going to miss you. Make sure that you stay in touch and that you get back to us. And remember, you're part of the family. Even if you're going away, you need to come back every once in a while. Words of wisdom. This is a very, very difficult thing to impart in today's world. We live in a very turbulent and uncertain time. For my money, you're graduating at one of the times of greatest opportunity for people that are going out of the classroom and into the world. In times of uncertainty, I always see opportunity. Basically because I think that that is a healthy mindset to take into life in general. I think that we as a community have been trying the best that we can to give you the kind of tools that will enable you not to survive but to thrive in these difficult times. And I'm absolutely convinced that at these times of social and economic upheaval, we're looking at a new age that is dawning, and that new age brings opportunities to those not only who are bold, not only to those who are adventurous, but those that come very firmly grounded with a strong set of values about what is right and the leadership role that organizations and individuals who consider themselves leaders can take into that world. Hopefully we've given you the basis, if not a complete set of values and principles that will help guide you through that journey, but we've given you the questions that you need to ask in order to get to the right place. And the right place is always not what your professors told you. It's never just where your professors told you. It's always where your heart and your passion leads you. I hope that we've, at the very least, given you the amount of trust and confidence in your own voice, in your own self-assuredness, to have views, to have strong views, always strong views on what is happening around you, and to go out and to make a difference. And always make that difference in a way where your passions lie. Never take anybody's word for it, especially your professors. Always start with the fact that when you leave the university, 90% of what we've taught you is already obsolete. Take with you what matters, and only you know what matters most to you, and make a mark, and come back, share it with us, tell us about it, and please do come back, mentor your younger colleagues who are just coming in, and we look forward to seeing and hearing from you. And we as professors look forward to learning from you who are going out into the real world. Bring back that wisdom, share it with our community, and let's stay a community.